Hello, Cancer. Cancer, how you doing? Let's go ahead and bust out your January 2021 reading. All right. So tonight has actually been the first night I've been working on my new setup here. So forgive me if I am a little bit weird. This is totally new to me here. Okay. I got me a new computer and a webcam. So I'm very unfamiliar with this, so just bear with me here. Anyway, if you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of the video. Also, as I have been announcing for the past couple of months, my personal Zen spiritual fitness trainer, Coach Drew, has a YouTube channel up and going. Okay, so definitely, if you would like, to look at a spiritual approach to fitness from somebody who is very good at what he does. His channel is in the description as well. Go show him some love, pretty please. Anyway, let's hop into this. I'm going to keep the same style of the readings that I did for the December bonuses. Okay. For the December bonuses, I was kind of experimenting with something new, and it turned out to get a very incredibly positive response from you guys. And it's very, very easy. It's very easy for me to click through. Okay. Das Life again. That's my super chat champion, Das Life right there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So what do we got, universe? We are going to do one reading for the past person, one reading for the current person, and one reading for the new person. But we are going to feel out and see which one wants to come through first. Cancer, universe. Cancer. I want to, hold up. There it is, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. This feels past to me, okay? Could be current for some of you, but it really feels past. So I'm going to read this as past energy right here, okay? This is definitely something that I don't think is going to go any further than it has already gone. So for those of you who maybe were in a bit of an on and off cycle, it was on and off and on and off. And not everybody's in like an on and off situation, but it's definitely not going to go back on, if that makes any sense. Okay. So I really feel like there is no, and I hate to sound trendy. I know a lot of YouTubers say this, but no new start. Okay. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2. Mary Ann, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. 3 more shuffles here. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. I also noticed too, I was rewatching my Gemini video, and my light right here shines a shadow on my face, and it looks like I have these dark bags under my eyes. I'm getting used to the lighting and all this stuff, man. Ooh, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So, okay, could be an Aries. I also have Cancer here, okay? Could be a Gemini, possibly. Okay, so let's talk about the major arcana first. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. I also have Capricorn, Gemini, and Taurus, okay? So this person here, I really feel like with the 4 of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed, they're relinquishing control, okay? This person could have been the type who really at one point, I don't want to say control freak, but was really wanting it to go a certain way, and the 2 of you just, for whatever reason, I don't want to say you don't speak the same language, but the 2 of you just don't mesh together, and this person has released and let it go. Okay. It's to the point now where I really don't feel like they feel the connection anymore. At one point in the past, I think this person felt a really strong connection and was like really tied to you. And now they just don't. They don't. I don't think they feel it that strong anymore. They do have, again, the best of intentions here with the Hierophant here. I don't think that they entered into this connection with the intention of like manipulating you or playing games with you or lying to you. They really wanted that commitment. They wanted that strong, hardcore, that love. But Now, though, since the two of you have separated, it really feels like at least enough time has passed to where they're not really overtaken by the connection anymore. They're really not. They're really not. They feel a very strong sense of completion here, okay, with the world card. They feel like the cycle between the two of you was very much complete. And I feel a very strong sense of acceptance here, okay? You could be dealing with somebody who is a bit emotionally immature with the King of Cups in the reverse. Could have been a third-party situation for some of you. Doesn't have to be, but I really feel like even if this person was emotionally immature in the past, I think that they're working on like developing their emotional intelligence. Okay. They're working on it. They're working on it. They're not all the way there yet. They're not all the way there yet, but they are like really working on developing a sense of emotional intelligence and you know, kind of looking at this as a big learning experience, you know. I do still think that they watch you. They still have their eye on you. Okay. They definitely look at your Facebook page or your Instagram or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I really don't think that they're really, you know what I mean? Like, at one point in time, I think that it was really hard for them to let you go. And now they finally found that place in their heart where they have been able to release and let this go, you know? So anyway, let's look a little bit more at this past person. Past person. If you are not dealing with a past person, this is not for you. I'm going to look a little bit more at this past person here. I really honestly feel like that first spread pretty much told it all, but let's go ahead and dig this person up a little bit and see if we can see their energy, how they see you, how they feel about you, actions they will most likely take, potential between the two of you. Past person Cancer is dealing with. Past person. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Ace of Cups reversed, yeah. Ace of Cups reversed. All right, so regardless of how they feel, okay, I really don't think that they are actually going to take it upon themselves to try to reach out or try to reconcile. The Fool in the reverse, yeah. 6 of Wands reverse. Okay, Magician. Okay, could be an Aries again. There's the Emperor. Again, the World card. Okay, could be an Aquarius too. But again, I really feel like this person feels a strong sense of completion. Okay. I don't think that this person is actually going to take it upon themselves to reach out and try to reconcile. I don't. Okay. It could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. But with that King of Pentacles right there, I think you're dealing with somebody who is very set in stone. You know, and I know not everybody was dealing with like an on and off cycle, but I really feel with this World card here in both spreads, this one and the first one, that some of you, it was an on and off cycle, but either way, they feel like a sense of completion. Okay. So me and Cancer got together. We didn't see eye to eye, and whatever happened, happened. And okay. All right. I'm cool with that. You know, I do think that they feel like it was sometimes they feel like it was a bit of a waste of time, a little bit. But I really think this person is actually doing a lot of inner soul searching to see what they learned from this. I think you taught them a lot. I actually think you taught them a whole lot, dude. Let me see here. Ooh. I think you taught this person a lot, but I don't see them taking it upon themselves to reach out. Okay. They don't want you to know that they're vulnerable. They don't want to look, you know, like weak or, you know, because some of you have already seen this person's vulnerable side and they don't trust you with it. They don't trust you with it. I think they feel like you use that to your advantage. Okay. For some of you. Well, what advice do we have? Advice. Am I coming in clear, y'all? Awesome, man. Cool. I like this. I was so scared, dude. I was so scared. I was like, oh, this is so weird. I used to work off my phone, and I'm no longer working on my phone anymore. What advice do we have for Cancer and the past person? Give me a couple of weeks, y'all, and I will be totally used to this, and rolling smoothly. But pardon me if I seem a little bit weird tonight. I am still getting used to my new setup here. 2 more shuffles here for Cancer in the past person. 1 and 2. This is the advice. Advice. Should you reach out? What should you do, dude? The King of Wands. Page of Cups. 4 of Wands reversed. Empress reverse. Page of Wands. Lovers card. Okay. So I think, okay. I'm going to have to ask you to go inside and use your internal guidance system. As long as you feel like you can maintain your stance. What I mean is, if the 2 of you separated, even if you miss this person, maintain your stance. Maintain whatever was going on, whatever you were saying, whatever you were thinking and feeling at the time you all separated, don't break from that. Don't break from that. Very much maintain your stance and don't allow any second thoughts or any second emotions to make decisions for you, okay? As long as you can do that, I think it would be a very good idea if you reached out, okay? Some of you need to reach out and talk to this person because there was a very, very, very specific reason for this connection. These lovers connections, dude, this card has been coming up like crazy, dude, for everybody, for every sign for the past 2 or 3 months. So I think that, again, some of you it's a twin flame, okay, but it's not a twin flame for everybody. So I don't want to sound like one of those people that's like, oh, the twin flames are coming together. No. But I do think that collectively here within this past year, and especially starting this new decade, into this new world and this new life that we are now entering into, a lot of really, really, really important connections have been happening, okay? A lot of really important connections. So I think it's very important as long as you are able to maintain your character. Maybe you should reach out and talk to them, okay? Don't play no games. Don't do none of that. Oh, well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Ooh. Oh, well, what if this? No. Whatever was going on at the time you all separated, maintain that stance, okay? But I do think a conversation needs to be had between the 2 of you, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the current person. Current person Cancer is dealing with. If you are not dealing with the current person, this is not for you. Thank you, Carla, for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm not going to lie, man. Cancer is the smallest audience that I have. It has always been, dude. Always been. Every time my Cancer videos get the smallest audience that tunes in, the videos get the least amount of views. But you know what? What I've learned from reading the comments and just from kind of peeping things out, the problem is that I'm the King of Swords, okay? I'm an Aquarius. Me and Cancer, we really don't see eye to eye a whole lot, okay? And I really, really, really make it a strong point to tell you things you need to hear. Not just you, Cancer, but everybody. Everybody. I make it a very strong point to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. And there's been lots and lots of Cancers get very, very pissed off at me because sometimes I can come across kind of harsh and abrasive and maybe a little bit rude. And I really don't intend to. I don't, okay? I don't. I love you all to death, man. I really do. So those of you, that small group of you with eyes to see and ears to hear, who really want to actually learn something about yourself, that's you. That is you, okay? LA, thanks for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, I digress. Okay, this is for the current person Cancer is dealing with. Let's get more shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more. Okay, Eight of Wands in the reverse. So there's very, very, very piss poor communication between you and this person. The Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Could be a Libra. I have Libra and Taurus. Okay, could be anybody though. But the main problem here is communication. Okay, could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But the main problem is communication. Some of you have kids with this person. Okay, doesn't have to be, but there's definitely a sense of stability here. This person definitely feels like they're in it for the long haul. Okay, I don't think that they really want anything bad to happen. They don't want to separate from you. They want stability. They want growth. For those of you, some of you are with somebody who wants to have kids and have a family with you. Of course, that's not everybody, but what I'm seeing here is poor communication. Poor communication. Some of you are dealing with somebody who appears to be a bit superficial. Okay. Maybe this person puts more of their energy into like money and finances and how things appear and how you look on Facebook, you know, and it feels like they're putting less energy into the actual connection. And I think that there's a lot of nervousness between the two of you because you don't communicate. The two of you don't communicate correctly. Okay. So because what happens when we don't communicate? What do we do? What do we do? If I'm not really communicating to you what's actually on my heart and mind, and you're not communicating to me, what do? We expect each other to read our minds. Okay? Like, I just expect you to know how I feel, right? So what happens, man? What happens? When we start playing that fucking game, what happens? What happens? Okay? You should just be able to vibe me out, right? You should just be able to feel what's going on with me. Then what happens? Well, I can't fucking do that all the time. So now you're pointing fingers at me. Now I'm pointing fingers at you because we're not really expressing what's on our mind. Because sometimes when these emotions get that heavy, it's hard to. It's really hard to. And I'm afraid that if I do speak what's on my mind, I'm going to sound like an idiot. You know, so I'm just going to sit back here and pout, and I'm just going to sit back here and you should know how I feel. You know, that's the energy I feel between the two of you. I don't know who's doing it. You could be doing it to them. They could be doing it to you. You all could both be doing it to each other. But that's the main problem here. That's the main problem. I really don't see anything other than that actually causing an issue here. I really think the two of you have a lot of potential to fix things and work on things, but you need to work on communication. Communication is the worst problem. Okay. Do you know how fucking intense communication is? Do you know? A lot of us don't really know. A lot of us think communication is just talking. No, dude. Do you know? Now, I don't know if this is a statistical fact, but the last that I heard, 95% of what you say to a person is not verbal. It's not. Okay? It's with your tone, with your facial expressions, with your body language. 95% of the way you communicate is silent. Okay? However, that other 5% is verbal communication. And if that is not in the picture, then the whole thing gets screwed up, don't it? The whole thing gets screwed up. It's really, really, really easy for me to manipulate you and for me to play around with your mind and play around with your feelings as long as I know what not to say. If I know what not to say, I can actually get you to fill in that blank spot for me, can't I? As long as I know the correct body language, as long as I know how to sound and what to say, I can fill in that blank spot for you, can't I? Oh, yeah. We don't want to play those games. I don't know who's doing it. Cancer, Crosswatcher. Somebody here is playing a lot of games, okay? And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. That's the big problem here, okay? What advice do we have? What advice do we have? Okay, the Three of Cups. Make sure no matter what you do, you're having a good time, okay? Don't feed into the negativity. You know, don't feed into that, oh, everything sucks. I'm just upset no matter what happens, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what we're doing, I'm just going to be pissed off and angry. The Lover's in the reverse and the Hangman reverse. Look, a lot of you right now are starting to wonder, why doesn't it feel as intense as it did when we first met? How come I don't feel that really strong? Because you don't need to. You don't need to. Okay? That feeling is what brought the two of you together. You're together now. You're together now. That particular feeling isn't what you're after. Okay? That's not what you're after. We think that's what we're after, but not really. Not really. Okay? Not really. So a lot of you, again, are starting to feel a bit of weakness in the connection here with this current person, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's okay. The connection served its purpose. Open up communication. Whoever it is, Cancer Crosswatcher, I don't care. I'm not here judging you. If that shoe fits, you know what to do. All right, let's look here at the new person. New person. New person Cancer is dealing with. Did I already read the new person? I don't remember, man. Honestly, I went so far off into la-la reading land. Let me know in the comments section, y'all. Did I read the new person? What's the next spread? That was the new person? Oh, okay. What's the next one? What's the next one? Tell me, y'all. I went, my mind just went, and I just went all the way into La La Land. What's the next one? What's the next one? You all get to call it, man. All right, what's the next one? Now, new and current are two different things. They're not the same. I just did past and present. So I did past and present. Okay, so I thought I had a new person coming up. That's what I thought. New person. All right, new person. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. It happens, though. I'm not one of those readers that, like, tries to cover up my mistakes and act like, oh, well, it was this. No, I totally fucking brain farted, dude, and totally forgot what I was doing. I'm not going to lie to you. So, thank you all for letting me know. New person. New person. Two more shuffles, two more. Oh, the Four of Wands reversed. Last shuffle, last one. The Judgment, okay. King of Cups reverse, Hangman reverse, Five of Pentacles. A lot of you are dealing with somebody here, the new person. Okay. So I see the main issue here, okay, with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups reversed here, and the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands reversed, is this person here doesn't really understand what type of opportunity is being presented to them, is what I'm seeing here, okay? With the Eight of Cups in the reverse, again, I think this is, dude, most of the time when I pull the new person's energy, the past comes up, okay? So I'm going to do the best that I can not to go there because it seems like I do that every single time. But I do think that this person here doesn't understand. They don't really understand how much potential that there is here, okay? There's a lot of potential here. They've been hurt in the past, okay? They've been hurt in the past. You've been hurt in the past. So I think that they're a little bit afraid to take this to the next level, okay? They're afraid. They're afraid to take this to the next level. They're afraid to open up, okay? It could be somebody who's a little bit emotionally immature. Could be another water sign possibly, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But yeah, I just don't really think they understand Four of Wands reversed, Five of Pentacles. Yep, see, Four of Pentacles, told you. Death reversed. Dude, I'm telling you. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. But something in the past happened to them, and they're still kind of, this happens all the time, dude. They're replaying that in their head. They're replaying that in their head over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I think you are actually, honestly, with all of your heart and soul, bringing everything you have to the table with nothing but the most pure intentions to build something successful and solid. But they don't realize it. They don't realize it. They don't quite see it. Okay? They don't quite see it. So some of you are dealing with somebody who may walk away from this because they want to get out before you get the chance to hurt them. Okay? They want to go ahead and dart before you get the chance to hurt them. Okay? Which, that sucks, but that was very, very short, sweet, and simple. Let's see what advice we have here. Oh, let's see what advice we have for Cancer and the new person. What advice do we have? Advice, 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 advice. Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. Thank you. Advice, man. Oh, Eight of Swords in the reverse. Do not ignore the truth just because it might hurt. Okay? And I don't think a lot of you are, but just in case you needed the extra like guidance or permission or whatever, let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. But boom, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Justice reversed. Temperance. Okay. So I really think that a lot of you with the, it could be another Cancer that you're dealing with the 10 of Wands and the Chariot reversed. How am I going to word this? Because I don't want to just keep saying the same things, over and over and over. But I do see a lot of reoccurring advice, a lot of reoccurring problems with pretty much all the signs. So I do the best that I can to like word this in the most creative way possible. So with this particular situation, both of you are still carrying a lot of pain from the past. Okay. So we don't even realize we're doing it, dude. We don't even realize it. When I come together with you, the first fucking thing I'm doing is I'm analyzing you and comparing you to the last person that hurt me. Okay? That's what we do, dude. That's just what we do. Every last one of us. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. That's the first thing we do. Okay? Admit it. If you say you don't do that, you're lying. You're lying. Yes, you do. So a lot of us, what we need to do is we need to say, okay, so could that happen again? Yes, possibly. Could you do that to me? Yes, possibly. What can I do or what can I not do to make sure that doesn't happen again? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If there was ever a way to guarantee that I repeat the past, it would be to keep constantly comparing you to the past person. Eventually, what I am doing, inadvertently, unbeknownst to me, what I am doing is I am putting out a call that says nothing to the universe, but show me an aspect of this person that fits that past person. We don't realize we're doing it. Okay? We don't realize, but if you dump enough energy into comparing me to a past person, eventually, whether it's legitimate or not, whether it's an illusion or whether it's real, eventually the universe has no choice but to hand you what you're asking for. Okay? Eventually. Now, for some of you, that's much different. For some of you, that chance of that happening is much lower. For some of you, the chance, like, you better stop now. You know what I mean? But that's the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. Okay. So, in order to do that, you have to make sure that you're healed. What if it does happen? What if this person does do that to me? Well, if they do, are you healed? Can you handle it? What if they do? Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But I'm not going to take that chance. I'm going to enter this not from the perspective of I trust you, or I'm sorry, I don't trust you until you can prove to me that I can, but the other way around. I'm going to enter this from the perspective of I trust you until you prove to me that I can't. Okay? Now, does that mean that this is a fail-safe way and to create a timeline where this person will not hurt you? No, it does not. But I'll tell you what it does. The chances of you calling forth an aspect of this person who repeats the same thing that happened to you in the past is much lower. But if they do, guess what? You're healed now. Oh, if you do that to me again, well, good. Then I learned something. But you know what? I'm not going to dump that kind of energy into this connection. I'm not. I'm not going to compare you to the past person. You're not the past person. I'm not going to constantly second guess everything you say and do and wait for you to fuck me over like the past person did. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Because you know why? I don't want to relive my past. So if I don't want to relive my past, I'm not going to sit here and constantly keep digging to try to find evidence that supports my past. Now, I see a lot of people in the comments section when I say things like this say, what about red flags? What about red flags? Don't ignore the red flags. No, don't ignore them. But don't pull up a fucking magnifying glass and go looking for them either. Okay? There's a balance there, dude. This entire dimension is dualistic in nature. Okay? The entire dimension. Positive, negative, good, bad, right, wrong, fair, unfair, light, dark, all must exist side by side, simultaneously at all times. Okay? So, will red flags pop up? Probably. Are you going to go searching for them? If all you focus your energy on is finding red flags, you'll fucking find one. You will find one. Yes, you will. If that's the only thing that your creative life force energy is focused on, you will find a red flag. Yes, you will. Okay? So the analogy that I like to use is the light wolf and the dark wolf. Okay? We've all heard this analogy. Whichever one you feed is the one, obviously, that manifests. So what we do is you can't kill the dark wolf, dude. You can't kill the dark wolf. The dark wolf will always be there. What you do is you don't feed the dark wolf. You chain that motherfucker up over here in the corner and say, yep, dark wolf, I see you. I know you're there. But you know what? I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to give you any of my attention. I'm not going to pet you. But I know you're there. I know you're there. And I have no intentions of trying to run from you. How many people have you heard say this? Every time things start going really, really good in my life, something comes along and fucks it all up. How many people have you heard say that? Or how many of you have said that? Well, the law of balance, what most of us do very erroneously, because we were not taught the laws of energy, we were not taught frequency equalization and the laws of duality, which is the whole fucking dimension we live in. What we do is we run straight towards the light and we try to shut out and run away from the dark. Okay? I understand that. I've done that too. So what happens is we run straight to the light, straight to it. And we run completely away from trying to shut out, deny, and ignore the dark. Well, not here in duality. That doesn't work that way. The law of balance says, okay, Well, we got to balance this out somehow. So that darkness is going to come smack you like a tidal wave, dude. Every time. Every time. Because you are not balancing out the energies correctly. You're not focusing on the energies in a very balanced way. And that's what happens. It's happened to me a million times, dude. I know it's happened to you at least once. Or somebody you know. Okay? Anywho, though, I do feel like the messages y'all needed to hear have come through, man. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate the likes and the comments and the super chats. I hope I didn't miss any. Let me see here. Did I miss any super chats? Let me see them real quick. Anyway, nope, not that I see here. But thank you all so much, man. Again, this is my new setup. It's a little bit weird. Give me a couple of weeks and I'll get used to this. And I'll be back to pretty much performing normal on camera once this comes totally natural to me. But anyway, remember, if you like information on scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of the video. Other than that, though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks again for tuning in, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good one.